Hello, everyone. Coach Mo here, hot off my morning walk, and wanted to get that in today because today is a big day for me. Tuesdays, if you're watching me live, welcome to your Tuesday. My glasses are fogging up a little bit. So here's my rant for today. My team and I speak to thousands of women every year about their careers, and we work with hundreds of them directly in our transformational coaching program. One of the things that sometimes happens is that the intellect, the brain sphere of our lives gets to be the dominant aspect of how we live. And my title for today is Stop Reading Books to Change Your Life, is meant to basically kick your brain a little bit and wake you up a little bit and realize that reading a book is not going to transform anything about you. Let me just wipe my glasses a little bit. Reading books, and I'm an avid reader. I've probably read more business, personal development, spiritual books than maybe anyone who ever would follow me. I am a voracious reader, and I read books all my life. It's been something that I've done all my entire life. Deepak Chopra, Wayne Dyer, all the big authors in personal development, all the top business books every single year. I read books with my teams as an executive in order to help them achieve a common language, a common vocabulary, and a common theme for how we did things like negotiation, work with teams, create metrics. So I'm not saying don't read books, but do not be under the illusion that reading books is going to change your life. It's going to plant information in your brain in order to change your life. And hello to our ladies this morning. Patty, great to see you this morning. In order to change your life, you have to do something different. And this week, I'm covering the theme of money. Again, another wake-up call, especially for women. Oh, I don't really need to make that much money. What I make now is fine. I never thought I'd make this much money. I make more money than my parents ever did. So you're already convincing yourself to play small. You see, here's two huge problems, women. And if you're a man, you don't need to listen to this because you don't have these problems. Generally speaking, the way that women are socialized, brought up, and handled in life, we are given a rule book that says you don't deserve enough, you don't need to go after it. Your family is so much more important than you, and I'm not dissing your family. And all you have to do is read a book, get some information, get another certificate, get a graduate degree. Some of those may be necessary, may be important, but in order to change your life, change the trajectory of success. And let me just put this out there. With Ruth Bader Ginsburg's passing, I am full of another level of amazing passion about what I do as a coach, what we help our clients do in our transformational kick-ass workshop, and the success we have by doing things differently than anyone else out there. What I do is the exact same formula that I use to elevate my career, to make massive leaps up. And I'm going to tell you something. We're talking about money this week, and there are two things. I'm going to tie it back to one of Ruth Bader Ginsburg's most famous quotes. Women deserve to be in the room where decisions are made. Not just deserve to be there. We must be there. If you're not moving and escalating your career forward and being a greater contributor into decisions and the culture of your organization and how women are treated and how minorities are treated, if you're not part of the decision making, get there fast. You deserve, as a woman, to be in a decision-making role. You deserve to have power. You deserve for your value system and how you see the world to be an important part of how your organization, your company, your team make decisions and move forward on their strategies. I want you in a decision-making capacity that is higher. Now, you may say, Mo, I'm already a director, I'm already a VP, that's cool. No, here's the thing. Your soul wants more. If you're already a director, fantastic. Leap up to the next level. Leap up to VP. Go for it. If you're already a VP, leap up to senior. Leap up to executive. Leap up to C-suite. Go to a bigger organization and make a bigger impact. Your soul wants bigger impact. And hello to Judith and Paula. Nice to see you ladies today. Please feel free to let me know that you're here. So your soul wants bigger impact. And when you make bigger impact, you're basically saying, I'll take that power. Thank you very much. And when you say, I'll take that power, you're also claiming your money, because money is an exchange for energy, and more power means you're going to give more energy value into that organization. Claim your power, claim your money. It doesn't happen from reading books. It doesn't. I read books for years. Struggle, struggle, struggle. It wasn't until I actually hired coaches that I began to take action on things that were uncomfortable for me. And every single woman we work with, we ask them if they're ready to get uncomfortable. We ask them if they're ready to be coached. We ask them if they're ready to step out of the zone of what they know to be true for themselves and increase their level of identity. That is essential. In order to change the trajectory of where you're at, you have to be willing to claim it. Your creator, your God, gave you a soul that desires more. How dare you deny that? Truthfully, being built for more, having a soul that wants more, that wants to expand. Every woman we talk to on our clarity calls says, I want to do something that's going to impact the world. I want to do something to help people. Women, your value system is what we need in the world. And you've got to harness your soul's power to claim your next level. And when you do, that means more money for you, your family, your future. Put it in the bank, pay off your bills, but enjoy and own your power. Now, here's the thing. You get me after exercise, I'm all riled up, okay? Here's the thing, and hello, Leslie, and some of you ladies, I don't know who you are, you can let me know. Again, you have to allow StreamYard, the service I use to stream my Facebook Lives, to recognize your name on Facebook. Yep, the link above will help you out with that. Or just say hello and let me know who you are. So your power is essential for you to move up to the next ranks, to have more contribution, more influence in your organization. I want every woman on this planet to step up to the next level, to have greater impact. Ruth Bader Ginsburg led the way for us to understand what it looks like for females to have power. And she also wrote the book, created the map for what it looks like for us to make change in the world. We've got to be at the highest levels of our profession in order to make change. And you, darling, lovely soul, have to change you in order to elevate yourself. The woman you are today, wherever you are in your career, is not the same woman who's going to up level and be more and do more and have a greater impact in the world. Hello, Chira. Nice to see you. Kathy Lesser. Awesome. Nice to see you as well. You have to upgrade you, and you don't do that through reading books. Intellectually, you now understand some information, you have greater knowledge, and that may help you raise yourself up, but it is not going to change you. Most human beings who are more successful than they were on their own have experts or people who have led the way, who have lifted them up. And Ruth Bader Ginsburg, that iconic beacon of female power, took her power and seriously claimed it. She was unapologetic. And she moved in the circles where women were absolutely shut down and shut out of power. And her soul knew there was something more. And if it was to be, it was up to her. And I want to light that flame inside of each and every one of you. I really do. The world needs you. The world needs you playing at another level. The world needs you making more money, claiming that level of power and feeling good about that. What would your life look like if you made twice the income that you're making right now? As a matter of fact, one of the beautiful women who have said yes to herself yesterday, who I spoke to on a clarity call, she absolutely, with the right help and the right soul burst, has the opportunity to double her income in the 12 weeks we're going to work with her. I don't make false promises, but I know when a woman has the education, experience, and expertise, but they just don't know how to leverage it. And that's what we will help you, coach you, and pull you forward to do, is to leverage what you bring to the table and take it up a notch. You see, the truth is probably all of your power levers were pulled in the wrong direction as you were being raised and as you were entering the workforce. Very few women on this planet have been given the opportunity and the green light to go ahead and be awesome. Most of us, it's been an uphill battle of proving ourselves. But at a certain point, basically after your 30s, you don't need to work harder to claim your next level of power. Now it's about influence and impact, and you need to be an impact player. As you get into your 40s and 50s, you know enough in your profession to yield an amazing amount of power. And it's your choice whether you go for it or not. It is up to you. And I'm asking you, for the world and for your own personal soul's growth and your feeling that your life is what it was intended to be and that you mattered in the world, not just to your kids, family, and friends, but in a bigger level, that you made the impact that you were here to make. Make that impact. So what would your life look like if you were making double the money? What would you enjoy feeling like, doing, being? How would that change how you live and make decisions? How would that change who you hang out with and what you do? How would that change how you feel every morning when you wake up? It's not reading a book that does this. It's imagining yourself in a greater state. When we have our ladies join our 12-week transformational workshop, we have them go into a future state and claim that level and that version of who they are. And ladies, clients, I'm going to ask you today to revisit that future self and upgrade her. Upgrade yourself today. Make that decision. It's the first day of the autumn equinox. We have just moved into another season. And this season is when growth begins to shift and alter toward its dormancy, as nature starts to reset its clock. But it is an interesting time of getting ready. It is an interesting time of fueling up, because the next few months are going to claim one truth or not. And that truth is, are you more awesome in 2020 because you chose to grow? Or are you eaten up, chewed up, and spit out by the external affairs of 2020? I know hundreds of women who made 2020 their best year ever. And they did not live as a victim of the external events. There's always going to be external events. Things are going to heat up and be more complicated in the external world. That's what's happening in the world itself. The human experience is getting more complicated. That's why you being more powerful is important, imperative. Read all the books that you have time for. but they will not change your life. You need to upgrade your soul, upgrade your identity, and upgrade your idea and imagination about what's possible for you. That doesn't happen in a book. That happens by being accountable to experts and people who are going to lift you and help you. For those of you who've not been in my transformational workshop, let me explain a few things, especially as it relates to women changing and grabbing more power. There's not many positive examples that you might have in your inner circle or at your current work on what female power looks like. I hope when I was in corporate America, and I know this to be true, that I was an example of what female power looks like. Female power is feminine in its caring, nurturing, generosity, creativity. Those are feminine energy. But in order to be whole and powerful, you need to invoke your masculine energy as well and have a whole balance of it. And that is power, outcomes, impact, and going after things, not with excuses or permission from others. So when you have the balance of those 4 masculine traits and the top 4 feminine traits within who you are, when you approach the world in a whole balance of being a powerful person, going after impact and outcomes, and you do it in a way that is carrying the feminine, beautiful energy that you have as a nurturer, as creative, as generous, that combination is powerful. And you may notice that the men who are going to be the new leaders, who are some of the new leaders in some of the new some of the new leaders in big corporations, they have those 4 feminine and 4 masculine traits as well. All men and all women have the ability to have full balanced masculine and feminine energy. And yes, you can read books about this. There's been hundreds of them written. But in order to change your life and invoke this and live this way, you need to work with experts who are going to lift you and show you the way and demonstrate for you what it looks like. That's what we do in our work. And all of these beautiful clients, thank you, ladies, for joining me for my Facebook Lives. I have so much fun knowing that you're out there and remembering and knowing your journey. And in the 12 weeks, as you ladies know, and for those of you who are not clients, it is the foundational beginning of having lifelong skills and tools and techniques so that you can continue to up-level. I've been doing this work for over 5 years now, and there are clients who have continued to up-level all those years, and I watch them continue to increase not only their careers, but their relationships and their lives and how they experience the world and taking things by storm. We have women who have written books, who are running for city council and other government roles, who are claiming the next level of power in their organizations, who are moving into a new organization that better matches their core values, who are handling power grabs in their companies in new ways because they have new techniques and tools to handle complex and difficult situations, who are not allowing people to walk all over them or say negative things to them anymore. Most of the women we talk to on our complimentary career clarity calls, and you can access that at mofall.com/dailymo. Most of the women we talk to on those calls have been disrespected in some very deep ways in their career trajectory, and it has caused them to play less, play lower, play small, think smaller, not go after things, and frankly be scared and unprepared for the next bigger move. And I am fighting for you to have all the tools and techniques that you need in order to up-level who you are in the world, because the world needs that. The world needs you. Do you understand this? You were born to contribute into the world in a big way. And if you're here watching me, you're resonating with the vibration of that truth. And it's yours to claim. No one's going to give you permission or open the gate and say, hey, come on in. You have got to claim it. Got to claim it. You know, in my 12-week transformational workshop, I have a team of awesome coaches who help us achieve magnificent results for our ladies. We've had women who have moved across the country for better jobs. We have women who have claimed an extra 50, an extra 30,000, bigger bonuses, promotions, navigating complex organizations, landing jobs with stock options and bonuses they've never even imagined that they would have, because they didn't know how to do that on their own. I do. I know how to help women carve into that next layer. Stock options and bonuses are yours for the asking at the right level. There is nothing that will yield you better financial results than your career. Nothing. There's no stock that you would ever buy in another company that would yield you the results. There's no house that you would buy that would increase its value to the level that you can increase the value of your career. Nothing is worth more than you. Nothing, in both tangible and intangible ways. And you can read all the books you want to learn all of the theory, but until you have someone taking you by the hand and showing you how to implement that, and carving the way, and helping give you the script, the words, the way to be and what to do in those situations that you've never navigated, chances are you're not going to be able to do that. All the women we've coached, we've helped them learn things that they never knew. As a matter of fact, the aha and the oh no happens all the time in our coaching workshop. The solutions that we bring to our ladies are life-changing and career-changing. Ladies, please a shout out to the biggest advantage that you have for your own personal life and for your soul in what you've learned and what you now continue to do in your life in order to up-level and have your best life. This series this week, I really want to push all of the levers and all of the buttons for you on making your best life. Making your best life. I just want to make sure I'm checking out who all is here and just saying hello to everyone. Really great to have all of you here today. I'm going to summarize what I covered today right now. On this version of Daily Mo, where I'm basically saying stop reading books to change your life. What I want you to understand is that your power, your techniques to grab more power is something that you have to learn from someone who knows how to do it. And they will teach you, whether it's me or another coach. I don't really know any other coaches who are doing what I'm doing and that give you that fast of an up level, because your soul is where your power is. Your soul is where your power is. Hello, Beth. Nice to see you. Keep rocking you. So you must choose to learn from other people who have done things you've not done. In my 12-week workshop, we have a transformational recipe that we take you through that's worked for over 700 women in every profession you can imagine. And the major advantage is that when you up-level your soul and your beingness, now you claim something that you have never been able to claim before. So I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to motivate you today to totally up-level and upgrade. You deserve to be in the rooms where decisions are being made, and you deserve to have the fullest expression of your soul so that you can claim your highest level of monetary investment in you. Let's play some math out today. And there are probably no books written on this, but I'm going to take a little sip of my tea before I get into this one. Number one, if you're making $100,000 a year over a 40-year career, most people will work from the ages of 21, 22 to 61, 62. As the generation continues to go on, probably people in my generation are going to work till our early 70s. And so that's really a 50-year career. But let's just play with 40 years just for the heck of it. So between 22 and 62, if your average earnings are $100,000 a year, that's $4 million. So that would mean the first 20 years, maybe you're making 50 to 80,000. In the second 20 years, perhaps you're making 120, 150, 180. That combination of that math is around $4 million. If you make $50,000 a year for that same 40 years, that's $2 million that's going to go through your hands. You see the difference? I don't know too many people on this planet who would not want an extra $2 million a year. Now, if you can take that last 20 years of your career and go from making 100,000 on average to making 150 for 20 years, that's 3 million for that second half of your career. So in aggregate, that's a $5 million career. If this math is too quick for you, book your complimentary clarity call at mofall.com/dailymo. One of the things we do on the clarity call is to help you do some math on what's at stake by not upgrading your career. And we wouldn't be serving you if we didn't give you all of the truth. So there's some reasons why you've been pushed back or playing small or working with toxic bosses or putting up with bullshit in your current organization. There's a reason why that's going on. And it probably has to do with how you feel about yourself. So we want to help you get real with that. But the truth is that that combination is also impacting your pocketbook in a big way. So when you work with toxic bosses, aren't up-leveled, are passed over for promotions, are boxed out of the room where decisions are made, you're also sacrificing income. And your intellectual mind, your defense mechanisms, your psychology is going to say, I don't really need it. I don't need that hassle. Everyone who plays at that level is a lying, cheating person. I don't want to be that way. It conflicts with my values. You're going to rationalize it because that's what human beings do. We rationalize what isn't working. We rationalize our pain so that we can live with it. I don't want you to rationalize your pain. I want you to get out of it. You want to get out of your pain. I know you do. But your psychology is so powerful. It's been protecting you for years. But look what it's costing. When you play small or put up with a toxic environment or put up with being boxed out of meetings or give up because you've been marginalized or pushed aside or you don't have access to the power that makes decisions and you've decided enough is enough, I don't have any more in me to fight on it anymore. If that's what you've done, if you've given up and started playing small, which so many of the women we talk to on our clarity calls have done, like that's a sin against your soul. And you're letting bullies and people with more power than you win the game. And what's happening is you're losing power and money. You will never make more money in anything else that you do than your career. Never. Feel free to disagree and tell me when you're going to make more money than that. Show me where you can make an extra $1 million to $2 million by making strategic career moves. Where else can you do that? Nowhere. Well, Mo, if I had my own business, I'm going to tell you something. If you can't figure out your career and have power in your own career, you will not be successful in your own business because you need more power to be successful in your own business than you do in a career. And once we can help you up level in a career, in a job where there's structure and people and things to leverage, then perhaps you'll have enough power and certainty about who you are and a big enough identity to be able to start your own business. But please don't do that. If you're suffering in your career and haven't been able to make it in your career, please do not start your own business. You don't have the soul power it's going to take to make that successful. Just being honest with you, and I'm probably saving you tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars in a mistake. It is training ground to be successful in your career. And once you get to a level of success in your career and personal power and your soul's strength is built up and you know how to push the levers so that you can help make decisions, that's when you might be ready to start your own business. Tiffany, I'm going to read this. Good morning. Thanks for sharing knowledge. So often people don't share the information rather they worry you have the education, not the experience, and know you'll take their jobs, although not your intention at all. Just would like to get out of the glass ceiling ranges. I love the ideas you're sharing. Listen, Tiffany, we know exactly how to help you lift yourself up. And chances are you haven't had anyone role modeling for you what that looks like to take it to the next level. If you have a college education, okay, as a minimum, and we'll be happy to sort this out on a career clarity call for you. That's mofall.com/dailymo. If you have a college education and you have 10 to 20 years experience, you should be aggregating at a higher and higher impact, which means income. And if that's not what's happening for you, there's something missing, either inside of you or the choices that you've made. Either way will help you sort that out and help you understand it. If you're making $60K for 40 years, that's $2.4 million over a 40-year career. Aggregating upwards toward 80 and 100, which anyone with a college degree and expert advice should be able to get to 100K by the time they're in their 40s. The difference of that could mean an extra $2 million of earning that you wouldn't be able to get on your own. That's the truth. And if you have a graduate degree, they haven't showed you this. They haven't told you how to do this because, frankly, they may not know. This is where theory gets us. Reading books and getting education is good, but it doesn't change your life. It doesn't. If you have a graduate degree from an Ivy League school, it's going to open the door. But you still got to make the earnings. And people with Ivy League educations do earn more money because more doors are open to them. That's the way that is. You can change your life and change your trajectory by having expert advice to help you earn more and be more. You have to be a higher version of you to make more money. That means you have to play the game differently, the game of life, and not inauthentically. Way we teach our clients is to actually live in alignment and authenticity in their power. And we show you how to leverage everything that is possible for you to leverage inside first, and then you can externally leverage that in the world. But you have to be willing to get uncomfortable and go there and deal with the demons that are bringing you down. If you've seen my webinar at mofall.com/free training, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. We all have gremlins that eat us alive from the inside. And when they win, we lose. My workshop and the work we do with hundreds of clients every single year is to help beat that down by raising your soul's power first. And then you can have a magnificent resume and a magnificent LinkedIn profile and interview like the boss you are and claim that next level of role. Our ladies tell us that their interviews are so smooth and so easy because they have gotten into their alignment and into their power. So talking about themselves and their accomplishments feels so free and easy and open. And that takes a little bit of time to do. You're not going to get there by reading books. That's the bottom line. So in this Daily Mo, I want to really throw it down for you. Reading books will not change your life. It'll intellectualize more concepts and theories that you don't know how to implement. That's just the way it is. Unless you upgrade your soul, you're not going to be able to upgrade your level of power and income. And there is a lot of income and a lot of power at risk. If you choose not to be the most powerful version of you on this planet, you lose and we lose. So I want you to choose the more powerful version of you. I really do. For you and your family first. But then as a corollary, for all of us on this planet, when you play at a higher level, the whole planet wins. When you have a greater contribution in organizations and you get in the room where decisions are made, you've changed more than just you. And that's the only way we change the world. And all my beautiful Black clients, we're going to do another series on Black women's careers matter. And I've been interviewing our clients and pushing and cheering their power. The only way that Black women are going to have access to power is if more Black women have power. The only way women are going to have more access to power is if more women are in power. Do you get that? Now more than ever, with Ruth Bader Ginsburg, the beacon of opening doors for women. She leaves a legacy for us to follow in her footsteps. It is up to you to claim your power, to keep charting the course for women to have more power and more earning power, for Black women to have more power and more earning power, for Latina women to have more power and more earning power, for Indian women to have more power and more earning power, for Asian women to have more power and more earning power. There's not a single culture that has raised women to be more powerful. Not one. Not one. It is our time to claim this next level of power and purpose and earning power. The only way we're changing the world is to move up and to claim what is ours to claim. It's time, ladies. It's time. Reading books is not going to cut it. You have got to change and claim your power. And that is the only way you're going to change yourself and change the world. Nothing but a $300 school on it. I'm pretty sure your MBA was more than $300. I have not seen your free classes. So Tiffany, go to mofall.com/free training. That's gets you into my free training webinar. And from there, the only way to change your life is to sort it out with one of my career breakthrough strategists on a complimentary career clarity call. And you can access that by mofall.com/dailymo. If you have not seen my free training yet, go into that at mofall.com/free training. Pop into that webinar, take notes, learn about my approach, and learn about the things that are holding you back. It's going to resonate with you. I am certain of it. If you have an MBA and you're making 50 to 60K, there is a problem that needs to be solved. Okay? There's a problem. And chances are we know how to solve it. But without talking to you personally, we don't exactly know what's really going on. And if you're ready to claim it, not every woman is ready to claim it. There's a lot of women who are scared, who are looking for permission, who are looking for some magic door to open. There is no such thing. You got to knock and push the door open for yourself. There is going to be no gift of your power. You have to earn the right to have power by choosing to step into it. As I say to a lot of my clients, you got to go through God's lessons to get God's blessings. And if you don't go through those lessons, if you don't change who you are, if you don't upgrade and claim that level of power, you're not going to get into the power circles. And we're going to coach you and show you exactly how to do that. For you, for your way, for your unique who you are. We don't make you us. We make you a higher, powerful version of you, of you. There's a powerful version of you that's waiting to be made. That's what we do. No book gets you there. So for those of you who don't know my work, I'm Mo Fall, founder and creator of the transformational 12-week workshop, the Kick-Ass Career Workshop, where we bring your soul back alive, show you how to bring that to work, and help you land your dream job. You got to be ready to claim it. And your power is waiting for you to claim it. It's like sitting on the other side of that door. All you have to do is swing that big ass door wide open and say, I want mine. Mo, show me how. And we'd be happy to do that. Find out what's going on with your career and what your truth is and whether we can help you or not by booking your complimentary career clarity call at mofall.com/dailymo. And Tiffany and others who have not seen my free webinar, please go ahead and access that at mofall.com/free training. I'm here to up-level and uplift as many women's souls as we can because we want to change the world forever. And chances are no one has showed you how to access your power and leverage it in the world. That's what we're here to do. Have a great day today. Tomorrow we'll be back here at it again live with another Daily Mo for inspiration, uplifting, and the truth of what you need to earn more and claim more money for you and your family. Your future is going to be brighter with more money. That's the way it goes. This is Coach Mo Fall, founder and creator of the Kick-Ass Workshop. You can find all things about me at mofall.com. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day and keep rocking your power and claiming your truth, which is claiming your worth. See you next time. This is Coach Mo.